What's up guys, Shane Starnes here with Droid Modder X. Yesterday, OnePlus finally unveiled the OnePlus 2. Now I'm just as excited as you guys about this device. I'll be in line for an invite, but all that being said, there are a few blaring omissions in this device. These are my 5 reasons you should not buy the OnePlus 2. Let's go ahead and get started. Reason number 1 is no quick charging. Now there's also no wireless charging, but for me, wireless charging is not really a deal breaker or a reason not to buy because wireless charging is pretty slow. Now on the S6 Edge, I have become accustomed to being able to plug up my almost dead phone at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and having nearly a full charge 30 minutes later. We're not going to get this with the OnePlus 2. In fact, the OnePlus 2 takes about 4 hours to get a full charge. So if you are like me, you're a power user, you always have to plug in your phone towards the middle of the day to extend your battery life to the end of the day, then you are going to miss quick charging. Reason number 2 is no removable battery and no SD card slot. Now, being that there's no quick charging, then you really should have a removable battery or some way to extend your battery life to the end of the day. A 3,300 milliamp hour battery should get most of you through an entire day. You'll probably have to charge up your phone when you go to sleep at night. But for a power user like me, I run out of battery around 3 or 4 in the afternoon and I need a little bit of charge, or maybe if I had an extended battery or an extra battery, maybe I could pop that in and that would get me through the rest of the day. The fact that there's no quick charging and also no removable battery is kind of a disappointment in my eyes. Now, as far as the no micro SD card slot, I really don't use SD cards in my phones very often. I really am not a big app hog, so I don't have a lot of apps on my phone. Any music or videos that I watch are pretty much cloud-based, so like Google Play services, Pandora, those kind of things. I don't really store a lot of that on my device, but there are lots of you out there that really need that extra expandable storage, and you're going to be stuck with like OTG types of storage because there's not going to be a micro SD card slot. Now, I kind of thought that this was an obvious thing because they actually have a dual SIM slot. Now, while dual SIM is pretty cool because you can have, like, say, a business phone number and also a personal phone number, that's pretty cool. Most of us probably won't use that dual SIM card slot. I don't know, maybe it's more popular than I think. Let me know in the comments below. I have a feeling that most people won't use the dual SIM card, and maybe what they could have done is included a micro SD card slot and a SIM card slot in that slidable tray. Reason number 3 is no NFC. Now this is kind of a weird omission. I'm not really sure why OnePlus decided to skip on the NFC. The CEO of OnePlus said that many of their users for the OnePlus One couldn't really find a use for NFC. And he also said that he believes that Android Pay is going to fall flat and it's really not going to be used by very many people. He said that in order for NFC to make it to the OnePlus 3, it would have to be demanded by OnePlus 2 users. So for me, it's just kind of a weird omission. I'm not someone who uses NFC on a daily basis, but if Android Pay were to take off and many of the places that I shop took Android Pay, then maybe I would have a use for that NFC. I just think it's kind of a weird omission, and that would be my 3rd reason for not buying the OnePlus 2. Reason number 4 is no 2K, just 1080p. Depending on who you are, this may be a deal breaker or it may be a plus. If you're someone who's more interested in battery life, the 1080p screen is going to be a plus for you, because 1080p just saves a little bit of battery life. The 2K display drains battery a little quicker, not so much quicker that it would be a deal breaker for me. I would actually prefer the higher resolution display. And then my 5th reason is limited availability. Now, OnePlus touts the OnePlus 2 as the flagship killer for 2016, but how can you really kill a flagship? I heard Detroit Borg say this earlier on Periscope. He said, you know, how can you be a flagship killer if there's limited availability? So if people have to get in line 500,000 deep in order to receive maybe an invite to grab the phone, how are you ever going to beat a company like Samsung who just sells millions and millions of devices? Now, OnePlus has said that they have stocked up way more devices for the initial release of the OnePlus 2 than what they had on hand last year for the OnePlus One. They said that they'll be easier to come by, but we're still on a limited supply. That's why there are the invites. That will be my 5th and final reason why you shouldn't buy the OnePlus 2. Now, like I said earlier, I will be releasing a video on my 5 reasons why you should buy the OnePlus 2. I'm going to buy the OnePlus 2. These reasons, in my opinion, are not enough to actually not buy the phone, but they're just omissions that I thought you should know about before going and spending your money. I wouldn't want you to grab that phone and be like, oh wait, there's no NFC. But anyways, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. That helps the channel. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future. We've got a huge huge giveaway coming up in just a few days, so you want to be sure that you're subscribed for that. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.